All right. So we've got some dead beads here, and we've got our bead release. You guys remember what I said the bead release does?
It releases the beads.
But you have to keep it closed.
Yeah, you want to keep it closed because it is a water-based clay slip, essentially, right? And you need to shake it pretty well every day when you use it. Yours are nice and new. They shouldn't be too gunky at the bottom. But what happens is it separates and then the water evaporates and then it becomes like a dry cake. This morning when I opened this, it was 100% solid, like chunk. One big chunk of clay. But I added water, and what I do is I put a couple of dead beads in there, and that helps agitate everything. I also found I needed to like get to the bottom. It's like all natural peanut butter, right? You gotta get all the way to the bottom. Oh, I love it. I love peanut butter. You gotta get all the way to the bottom and get it all integrated, and then you're good for a while, and then later you have to do it again. Make sense?
Yes.
So depending on how chunky everything is, we can use this big mandrel to kind of break all the junk up. But go ahead and open your jar, and if you have enough room for the displacement, add a couple of dead beads there. You should have room.
I'm gonna sit the camera down for a minute.
Like two, because otherwise I'll put too much stuff in there. Ah! Oh! Yeah, just drop them in. Well, you can pick small ones if you want.
Wait, so we drop it in the bead release?
Why would someone abandon this bead?
Let's see, is it nice?
Yeah,
Then
I
don't
like
put it in. She's an ugly one.
No, definitely put it in.
I chose an ugly one.
So we drop it in the bead release?
Yeah, put like 2 or 3 beads.
Let me get
maybe
some.
2, 3. Yeah.
Close it.
Close it really well, and then shake, and that should help agitate any sediment that you've got. Cool?
Cool.
I'll put this aside.
Ready, guys? 1.
Awesome.
I'm narrating.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Love it. You only have one. We need to put it on your head. I have the head strap somewhere.
Let's do it right now.
Very good. All right. Wonderful. So the consistency you want is like a thick cream, kind of.
Mine's really
And
watery.
it will get gooier and gooier and goofier and goofier. And so all you do is just add a couple dribbles of water, shake it up again, and you're going to manage this yourself. Sorry, I keep inhaling this mask. For this class, I usually just buy big cans like this, and I do all the mandrels, but I'm not going to do it like that now for COVID. And so when you start running low, or you're so shallow that you can't even get any bead release on there, just let me know and I'll fill you back up and you're good to go. So this is your personal jar. You are in charge of whether or not it spills. You are in charge of whether or not it is lost. You are in charge of whether or not it dries out. Use it wisely, my friends. Okay, so bead release. Releases the bead because when the metal is hot and the glass is hot, they stick together. Some of you learned this yesterday with your tweezers, where the metal stuck to the glass or vice versa. But hot glass does not stick to cold metal. What does that mean for your mandrel?
It has to be cold.
You gotta warm that mandrel up before your bead's gonna stick. You can do anything. All right, so, but to keep it from not sticking permanently and becoming a plant decorator, we're gonna dip our mandrel, which is really simple, right? Your mandrels have, I'm gonna pick yours up if you don't mind. You have color on one end. That color matches your bucket. The color end is the end that you don't put a bead on.
Okay.
All right. Now, these are brand new, so they're really shiny and slick and polished, and we gotta scuff them up a little bit. How we do that? I'm
No.
glad you asked.
No.
Where'd it go? There it is. I have little pieces of emery paper, 400 grit.
That feels
All you
wrong.
gotta do, it's fine, it's fine. All you gotta do is just take the end without the nail polish and give it a little rotation, like that. I mean, maybe about that far, it's fine. Just give it a little spin. The goal is to not bend this thing, right? They wanna bend. You keep them straight. All right, so here, you can pause the video for a second because
Okay.
you all have 10 of these.